Hey, my friends, it's your friend Kevin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is your card and your message of the day. All right, my friends, we are using Angel Wisdom Tarot deck by Radleigh Valentine this week for our card of the day. And we are using the Divine Masters Oracle deck by Kyle Gray for our card of the week, which happens to be Vajra Yogini, the goddess of Hindus and Buddhists, she who comes to transcend our fears and to allow us to embrace the power within. I've also pulled my isms today, some affirmations. I am strong, I am powerful, I am meant to have a magical life. I am protected, I am loved, I am guided, I am a child of the divine. Everything I say and do leads me to more greatness. We are in a number 4 day today, which means the angels are with us. This is about being great in business, being decisive, being rigid, being structured. It also works with the card of the magician. The magician doesn't necessarily know what our pathway is or know what our purpose is, just that we have the tools that can create anything we want to create. I did pull a card from another deck that I got, affirmation deck, just to see. And it says basically, worrying about what other people think is a distraction from living courageously. Nobody knows your needs better than you. And then the other side says, the only approval I need is my own. So let's get right to the cards. Beatrice, Gertrude, thank you for being with us for this card of the day reading. And there it goes. Let's just get right to it. Oh, look at this. This is the 4 of water, which is cups, which is emotion, which are feelings. And this number 4 in a number 4 day cannot be made up. Archangel Chamuel works with the number 7 in the Major Arcana card. And we see a person sitting underneath an apple tree, which is in full fruit. And the fruits are falling down all the way around this person. We've got 3 cups in front of us. And our guardian angel is holding the 4th cup. It seems that we may be worrying about and concerned with not only what other people say and think, but with what we believe is missing, what we think is not happening, where we think we could do more, be more, have more. It's a bit like procrastination, but not knowing why we're procrastinating. This card is linked to the card of awakening, linked to the card of maybe the hangman. Instead of seeing the glass as half empty, this today and maybe for the rest of the week, you focus on where you are strong, where you're powerful, and that you're supposed to have this magical life. But we're being held back either by situations, by stories, by people, by places. That's why it's good to do a daily empowerment meditation or prayer to remind yourself that you are a child of the divine. The divine did not put you here to struggle. However, we are here to make the choices in our life that need to be made. You are protected, you're loved, you're guided, always, even in the days that you don't always feel it. In the days that we feel at our lowest, we feel so distanced and separated from it. This is where the reminder comes in. Most people pray, and most people recognize that they're part of a bigger picture, a greater power, when they are so separated from it. And the key to living a magical life is to know that we're never separated from it. It never leaves us. It never lets us down. It never avoids us. It never stops caring for us. The sun never stops shining. That whatever power created you and me and us and our human race also created the planet known as the sun and made it such that the earth that we inhabit gets to rotate around it, so that every single country, island, nation, inhabitant, person can be blessed by the light and the energy of this great planet. And even in the darkness, when the sun is shining her light on other people, this great planet and this great solar system brings us the moon, and the sun continues to illuminate against the moon in the darkness. And if that's not enough, the rest of the planets, known as stars in the sky, illuminate to shine light in even the darkest places where there are not streetlights, where there's not electricity, where people feel that darkness. There is always some light. So know in your heart that if you're fearing something material, someone obstructional, if you're feeling hopeless, then know that the universe wants you to see, feel, and be courageous. You're protected at all times. You're loved at all times. You're guided at all times. And sometimes that guidance gets lost. So our Four of Water is here to remind us to see what we do have, to see how we are powerful. And even if this person doesn't pick up those apples and enjoys it, there's still more on the tree that can be chosen. Everything that is for our highest good will never pass us by. And today is the day that you let go of your worries, let go of your strife, and approve of yourself. Give yourself approval. Let yourself be seen. The feelings of guilt, of shame, of remorse, of regret, they're all linked to the past. They're all linked to things, places, situations, stories, people that have already happened. You get to change what happens next. You get to change the next story. We go over here. Gertrude. Here she goes. Gertrude is saying you get to choose what you want to put on your plate, what you want to consume. And that's Gertrude. Beatrice is saying, here she goes again with food analogies. Oh my God. This is the two sides of us. There's the wise internal side that knows, the Beatrice part of who we are, that knows really what's happening, knows really what's going on, knows really where to put our hand up and claim it. Then there's the frivolous side of Gertrude that can come in sometimes and say, really, is this what you... Is this the nonsense you've been telling yourself? It's in a way we have to look at ourselves in that framework of the more we say things that are just not true, the more ridiculous it sounds. I've got some things I could say about, you know, I will say this quickly because we've got time. I know I'm not going to, you know, one of the things that is really a challenge for most humans is this thing called comparison. And the word comparison is the thief of joy. When we compare ourselves to other people and we perceive them to be successful, beautiful, all the things we perceive them to be, if part of what they're being, doing, seeing, saying, having is missing in our own life, we are either inspired by what they're seeing, saying, doing, having, being, or we are jealous of it. One of the two. See how the two dichotomies work? The choice is us to be inspired and enlightened and motivated and move forward, or to be pulled into the comparison.